The misdeeds of many corporate titans are usually whispered among the trees long before the forest catches fire. For Steinhoff International, a once glimmering titan of global retail, its fire roared into the spotlight in December 2017. The sheer scale and audacity of the fraud involving this behemoth, emblematic of one of the largest corporate collapses in recent history, was staggering. Founded in 1964 in West Germany and later moving its base to South Africa, Steinhoff evolved from a modest furniture distributor into a colossal multinational retail empire. Listing on both the Johannesburg and Frankfurt stock exchanges, its aggressive global expansion was fueled by relentless acquisitions. Spanning across Europe, Africa, and Australasia, Steinhoff's growth was meteoric, marked by its entry into the realms of household goods and general merchandise. This growth translated into immense financial power and influence, drawing investors and stakeholders worldwide. The narrative of Steinhoff's rise is as impressive as it was fraught with overextensions, the kind that dangerously leveraged its actual fiscal stability for the illusion of unending growth.
The financial machinations that unspooled at Steinhoff involved a complex set of irregularities designed to inflate earnings and asset values, a smoke and mirrors game at a monumental scale. Central to the deceit were off-balance sheet entities created to obscure financial truths and facilitate dubious transactions. Auditors and analysts were duped. The meticulously crafted facade of profitability and stability was believable enough to escape scrutiny for years. Internal control systems were either bypassed or manipulated, making the discovery of the truth a formidable challenge until it was too late. Understanding these techniques is not just critical for legal pursuits, but also serves as a stark reminder of the vigilance required in corporate governance.
Key figures in the Steinhoff saga included a charismatic CEO, Markus Joste, along with a cadre of senior executives and board members. These individuals were central to orchestrating and perpetuating the financial inaccuracies. Joste's sudden resignation, preceding the scandal's public disclosure, was the first domino to topple, exposing a network of deceit extending deep into the company's fabric. Interviews and investigations would later reveal the systemic nature and the depths of collusion involved. The personalities and actions of these figures showcase a narrative of ambition, pressure, and ethical breaches that define many corporate scandals.
Steinhoff's scandal had repercussions that stretched beyond its immediate business interests. It affected national economies and international financial systems. The immediate aftermath saw a sharp decline in consumer confidence and stock market indices in South Africa, revealing the fragile interconnectedness of global finance. Multilateral impacts were also palpable in Europe, especially Germany and the Netherlands, where significant operations were located. The ripple effects complicated economic policies and strained foreign investor confidence. The broader narrative here unfolds a tapestry of economic interconnections where corporate malpractices have wide-reaching consequences, influencing both macroeconomic stability and individual livelihoods.
Within the cold calculations and financial reports lies an often overlooked narrative, the human cost. The most tragic among these was the story of an accountant linked to Steinhoff, whose life ended in a devastating suicide. This incident casts a somber shadow on the scandal, highlighting the severe personal toll of corporate fraud. Interviews with former employees and stakeholders pieced together a broader picture of stress, betrayal, and loss. Stories of people who found their careers and lives upturned by the scandal. These personal anecdotes provide a poignant context to the impersonal numbers often reported. Understanding these personal costs elevates the discourse around corporate scandals from mere financial losses to profound human impacts.
The aftermath of the Steinhoff scandal spurred a slew of investigations, lawsuits, and calls for stricter corporate governance and transparency reforms. Legal battles stretched across jurisdictions, involving not only the company, but also its auditors and former executives. The wake of the scandal saw regulatory bodies and governments reassessing and strengthening oversight mechanisms to curb such malfeasances. Efforts to tighten auditing standards and enhance transparency in financial reporting became central themes in the reform agenda. The path to legal resolution and structural reform is a testament to the resilience and responsiveness of legal frameworks to corporate debauchery, but also a reminder of the ongoing vigilance required.
The Steinhoff scandal offers profound lessons on multiple fronts, from the vulnerability of financial systems to the essential human consequences of corporate actions. It is a stark reminder of the necessity of rigorous oversight, ethical leadership, and the ever-present potential for human error or misconduct. As we forge ahead, the lessons gleaned from such corporate scandals should inform future policies, corporate strategies, and personal ethics. The challenge remains not only to prevent similar disasters, but to build a corporate world that is transparent, accountable, and respectful of its wide array of stakeholders. Revisiting and reflecting upon these cataclysmic events, we find both cautionary tales and beacons of hope, the former cautioning against greed and oversight failures, the latter illuminated by the strides made towards rectifying systemic flaws. In this ongoing journey, every stakeholder carries a torch of responsibility to light the path forward, ensuring such corporate calamities are consigned to history.